R2 the motherfucking dog. What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy R2. We back again, man, for another episode. And this episode right here, this story right here, man, is about the Oklahoma County Jail and just how dangerous, how turned up it can be. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who ever been to Oklahoma County Jail know how it get cracking. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, man, I'm fighting my conspiracy case at the time. This is around the 2010. So, at 2010, I got locked up June 30th of 2010 on my conspiracy case, and so I go to the county jail. So this is in between that time, between the time I called my case, went to the county. You know, this is my stay. So. Anybody was in the county jail around that time, they had they had switched the floors. They were switching us around a lot. So you had the dudes on the fourth floor, and the girls moved to the sixth floor, and then you had dudes on the eighth floor, and then so on and so on. So lockup was like 12th floor or whatever. So yeah, man. In the mix of getting switched around and moved to, from different floors. I come from the fourth floor, so I'm on the fourth floor. The fourth floor, it ain't as turned up as the eighth floor. You know what I'm saying? But you can get your head bust wherever. You know what I mean? So we're on the fourth floor. I'm on the pod. I'm on the pod full of different people. I got a couple of different cellies at the time. My partner G-Man from Hoover, and my partner Tiny Gun from Shotgun. Man, these are my couple partners. Man, we were cellies, and at the time, a lot of people ask, like, you a blood? Why was you in the cell with two Crips? Man, in the Oklahoma County Jail, you just got to kind of find you a couple cellies that's cool, that you can do time with. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, around this time, in Oklahoma County Jail, anybody that ever been in there, it was under the Al Qaeda movement. You know what I'm saying? And what that is, well, it was a certain time in the county jail, I think from like '05, '06, where the neighborhood, cats was, catching anybody that wasn't from neighborhood, getting packed out. They're gonna beat you out, run you off the pod, whatever, you know what I mean? Just on some gangbang stuff, you know what I'm saying? So the Al Qaeda movement was, the Bloods, the Playboys, the Hoovers, the Shotguns, kind of, a alliance, for better words, towards the neighborhood cats. You know what I'm saying? So it was around that era. You know what I'm saying? We was messing with the Hoovers and the Shotguns and the Playboys. It wasn't no big kumbaya. We bloods at the end of the day, but we ain't tripping either. You know what I'm saying? And we can live on the pod together. We can coexist. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, it's around that time. So we're on the fourth floor. I'm doing my stuff. I'm holding it down. I'm on the pod. Been in here for a while. I didn't. I'm chest poked out. I'm on everything moving. If you look like you tripping, I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, one day they come and they like, hey, they call out different people's names and different cells, and they say, hey, y'all going to the eighth floor. You know what I'm saying? I guess we being reclassified or whatever. So, I'm like, cool, so I get my stuff together. I ain't tripping, you know what I mean? I done heard about this is my first time going to the eighth floor, you know what I'm saying? So, I done heard the stories or whatever, but I'm already got my mind made up that, me being here, I got $100 and some thousand bond. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a minute. I'm gonna keep it real. My mama ain't have no, no house to put up, or no tens and thousands of rich. I ain't got no. We ain't had none of that. My mama worked hard for what she got. She always made sure I got what I needed. She never slacked as a parent or none of that. My mama, she worked hard. I'm the only child, so yeah, of course, I was spoiled and all that. Still spoiled to this day. Love my mama to death. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, we just didn't have that on hand liquid money to take to a bondsman. To be able to get me out on this $100 and some thousand bond. They would have wanted, down here they want 10%, so they would have wanted 11, 12,000. You know what I'm saying, to come get me out, and that just wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew that. So in my mind, I'm running into everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm whooping, and it ain't nothing you can tell me about that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, they come this day and they getting ready to transport, most of us to the eighth floor. So I ain't tripping. I'm with the business. You know what I'm saying? So we getting ready to go. And so we make our way to the eighth floor. You know what I'm saying? So. Uh, some cats, man, listen, I done seen dudes, fall out at the sliding door when you getting ready to go into a pod, because once they open that first sliding door, it's another sliding door on the other side, but it's see-through. So all the dudes on the pod, especially if they got their doors popped or anything like that, all the dudes on the pod is going to be coming to this door, trying to see who coming in, check your temperature, see if you an enemigo or you somebody that, that they might want to get at, you know what I'm saying? So that sally port is clear, so you can see through. I done seen dudes, man, hit the flow, they in handcuffs, they hit the flow, causing a big scene because they can't go in a pod, because it got certain gang members in there from certain sets and all that, you know what I'm saying? But with me, man, ain't none of that, you know what I'm saying? Wherever we going, I'm mentally preparing myself. If I got the knuckle up, it's whatever. If I got the poke something down or whatever, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm going home to my family, you know what I'm saying? That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we get to the door, and we get to the door. They sticking me, a couple more cats that I came from the fourth floor with, onto the eighth floor like Charlie Pod or something. You know what I mean? So when we step up in the building, you know what I'm saying? I seen a young cat. He look at me and tell me, "What's up, homie? You ready for war?" I'm like, "Nigga, on the set, I'm ready for war, nigga." So I hurried up and I ain't even want to go to my cell because I don't even know who he is, but and at this point, I'm kind of jumping the gun, but I ain't knowing this yet. So I'm like, "Nigga, what?" I grab my stuff, throw it down by the door, put my shoes on real quick, lace them up, like, "What's happening?" You know what I'm saying? He like, "No, homie, it ain't like that." He like, we finna get at the nigga from neighborhood that you came with. And I'm like, "What?" I'm looking, and I ain't knowing that nobody, because to my knowledge, this dude, when he was on the fourth floor, he was talking about nothing. He was, he hung out with the Mexicans. He ain't never even said he was from nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I lived on the pod with this dude, man. So I'ma know if you from something. I'ma know where you from and who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm, you gonna know who I am and where I'm from. It don't matter. I could be on the pod for 2 seconds. I'm just to, do my research on the pod. Whoever the hitters, whatever the case may be, I'm finna introduce myself. Red Dog Deuce, Broadway Park, Gangsta Bloods, you know what I mean? Whatever, if it's an issue, we need to get that immediately, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't sleep knowing that people got a problem with me on the pod, you know what I'm saying? I can't live like that. I can't do time like that. So, with me, it's straightforward, straight lace, straight to the cutter with me, you know what I'm saying? So this dude, I ain't, like I say, he ain't never said he was from nothing. He used to hang with the essays, kicking hacky sack and all that, you know what I mean? On the pod. He ain't never showed no, gangsterism or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard him belling or saying this, I ain't never heard him say cuz or none of that. So I'm kind of confused, when he telling me this. So I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever, and then I end up bumping into a homeboy of mine, that just so happened to be on the pod that we just got to. Shout out to my nigga Junebug, you know what I'm saying? Northside Island, you know what I'm saying? That's my nigga, love you to death. But anyway, Junebug like, nah, bro, he laced me up on what's going on the pod. So the Al Qaeda movement is in full effect, and they feel like this dude from neighborhood. So I'm like, okay, yeah, all right, whatever. So they like, we finna jump on him. I'm like, what? I did my best to save this dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, we finna jump him. I'm like, nah, homie, we ain't fit to do no jumping. I ain't with no jumping. Just let me fade him. Just come on in here and I get one up with him, and then he can stay. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to save the dude because, like I said, man, the dude ain't never said he was from hood, he was from 6-0 or none of that. I ain't never seen him say cuz or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm telling this story because this is gonna later on come back to try to bite me. You know what I'm saying? So me helping this dude, trying to help this dude. So I'm like, you know what? No, we're not gonna jump him, but I fade him though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a reputable. I'm gonna hit cell 11 with him, tell him come on in here, and we're gonna get him up. You know what I'm saying? So boom, they like, all right, but little do I know, they tricking me. You know what I'm saying? They fist to try to jump on this dude. You know what I'm saying? So I tell him to come on in the bathroom, man. I'm like, come on in the bathroom. He won't even cross the threshold to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? To go in the bathroom. So, I forgot. I think it was the older homie Maniac or something from Six Deuce Brim. He just so happened to be on the pod, so he the elder on the pod. He yelling out like, "Red Dog, push him in the bathroom, blood." So, I hear the big homie, get a call. So I push the nigga in the bathroom and take off on him. Foop, pop, foop, pop, pop. So I hit him a few times, blended him up real quick, and as soon as I start putting hands on him, it's like they use that as a green light for everybody to come jump on him. So they start coming in there, putting feet on him and all that. I didn't participate in none of that. I got my out the way, and I was up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, um, anyway, I think dude ended up, he got beat all the way off the pod, whatever the case may be. So he gets moved around. You know what I'm saying? He gets moved around, and yeah. So I go get my mat, and I seen one of the other homies was upstairs. He had a corner cell. He like Red Dog, man, don't move down there. Move up here. I got an empty, spot, in this corner cell. Anybody been to Oklahoma County? Corner cell gonna have more space. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have more space. It's gonna be two bunks, and then it's gonna be room for the third man to put his boat on the floor and still y'all to be able to, take piss or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all in the area. You got your toilet connected to your sink. So all that's in a little space. So if you ain't got a corner cell, fitting three men in a corner cell is going to be a big no-no. But that's how they was getting down in county jail. It's three men to a cell. I ain't been to the county jail in a long time, but I heard that nowadays they got four men in the cell, and that's if that's true, and I'm sure it is. That's inhumane. You know what I'm saying? Because three is pushing it in a corner cell. You dig what I'm saying? Now, regular cell, putting three people in a regular cell, that's pushing it to the max. You dig what I'm saying? There ain't gonna be too much moving around. When we up and reading magazines and playing cards or whatever we doing, the third man gonna have to slide his boat under the bunk, you know what I'm saying? Or stand it up, long ways, get it out the way, when we doing workouts or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or if we just in there, playing around or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so dude gets moved out the pod or whatever. I move my stuff up to, the homie cell, this nigga named Spook. I think he was from Black P Stone, Black was from Black P Stone out here from wherever he come from. He fell out of whatever county he fell out of. You know what I'm saying? The nigga say he was from Black P Stone, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So boom. Uh I told her, the police like, nah, man, Simkins, we got you going in this cell. I'm like, nigga, man, you heard what I said. I'm like, nigga, I'm going to the homie cell. You know what I'm saying? So he like, whatever. I'm thinking, I'm just for the bulldog and say what I got to say. It's working for everybody else around here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking I'm good. So, I move my stuff up there. Whoop, whoop. So, I guess he go to his supervisor or his, superior officer that he got one that don't want to comply. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm in they cell all night, all night. But I'm trying to use the phone, call my people, and I'm wondering why my PIN code ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Anybody been to the county jail now, you know if your PIN ain't working, something going on. They done moved you around in the system or something, you know, because your PIN code follows you per floor that you on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, that's, you know, I keep clicking the phone off. I just keep checking periodically, you know, whatever. I'm like, in my mind, I'm already knowing this dude done went, you know, in my gut. That's what it's telling me. Man, this weak cop done went and told the Jake instead of just switching the paperwork around, moving me to this cell. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? He just want to be a dick. You know what I'm saying? So I know he done did something. So boom, they doing site check. Now, site check is where the officer, you know, about every hour he come through, boop, beat the door, you know, peek in, you know, just to make sure everybody breathing, you know, we ain't doing nothing, ain't tied nobody up, beat nobody out or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they doing site check. He get to the cell, boop. I'm like, man, why my PIN code ain't working? He like, you know why it ain't working? Keep on walking. I'm like, what? So I'm knowing, you know, this fool on some bull. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, well, come let me out and just put me in the cells you said you was gonna put me in, man. I ain't even trying to strain up. You know what I mean? He like, nah, you going to another pod before he leave out. I'm like, what? I'm like, look, I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing, you know, I'm extra out, whatever. Woo, woo, you know what I mean? So the next site check, you know, it's probably about 11, 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? They come through, boop. Come on, Simpkins, man. You moving to another pod. So they taking me to a whole new pod. Since you want to act up, you don't want to go to the cell we assigned you. You want to try to tell us where you going to live. We got something for you. We finna move you to a whole nother pod. So, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm like, it's on. Whoop, love y'all niggas. Whoop, bam, bam. You know what I mean? So I grab my stuff. Boom, I'm headed to the other pod. So now, like I told you, this Sally Port, once that first one open, they can see you now. You know what I'm saying? Who the officer bringing in there. So boom, I see a nigga on the mop. It just so it's a nigga name. I see Big Menace. You know what I mean? He doing that. Boom, I end up seeing my nigga C Nut from Nutty Block. You know what I mean? One of my older partners that I, you know, fool with on the streets. You know what I mean? And you know, we was doing our thing or whatever. You know what I mean? So I see him, boom, I see a few familiar faces, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what up? Oh yeah, another thing, my brother upstairs, you know, at the time, my brother, he, you know, one of my, you know, day one partners, love him like a brother, you know what I'm saying? He fighting a hot one, you know what I'm saying? So he upstairs. I'm like, oh yeah, it's on, you know what I'm saying? He been in here for about a year and a half, you know what I'm saying, before I even got to the county, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, it's on. So I get my stuff. He put us in like cell, I think it was like cell 3. So it's all the way around, you know, around the picket to the, you know, to the edge. So downstairs. So as I get around that corner, bend that corner, it's a Negro in his cell. This same Negro that I tried to save, he at the window mugging me. He at the window mugging me. Like, what's up, cuz? I'm like, what? I'm like, you know what? I said, you know what? When we come out, I'm gonna beat your behind. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cuss, but because you know they gonna, you know, I don't want to mess up my YouTube videos. I'm like, man, when we come out on Bloods, I'm gonna beat your, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I told him just like that. So and it's mind-boggling to me that he's doing all this now. You know what I mean? Now that you know, you done told these dudes you a crip. I'm like, man, you never said none of that. I've been living around you for at least 6 months. You never said none of that. You used to hang with the Mexicans and kick hacky sack and all that. You know what I mean? Then we get to the part where they trying to press you, beat you out, even though they end up beating you out anyway. I try to save you and just let you get a head up fade. You know what I'm saying? Just let you get a head up fade. You know, to try to take some of it up off of you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They end up getting you anyway, but that's because you was, you know, you didn't have no heart. You was scary. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you know, I hit the corner. He, what's up, cuz? You know, he mugging me like I done did him something wrong or something. When they start jumping on the dude, I walked out the cell. I don't put my feet on people that ain't did me nothing or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I only volunteered to give you the head up just so they could get up off of you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he in the first cell, we in cell 3. He in 1, we in 3. He on the bottom rec, so he gonna come out when I come out on my mama. So he done already told his little partners or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I noticed the energy when we came out for rec, and it's a couple dudes from hood that know me personally, you know what I'm saying? A couple of my partners, you know what I'm saying, from 6-0, you know, real stand-up guys that, you know, a nigga ain't got no malice towards, you know what I mean? We ain't beefing, we ain't enemies or none of that. You know, these is real stand-up guys that I done been on a few yards with, you know what I'm saying? One of them, we was on the streets, you know, getting it in a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, boom. So we come out for rec or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now, the tension is thick. You know what I'm saying? You can cut it with a butter knife. You know what I'm saying? They already done pumped his head up that he finna go in here and get one with the dog. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I done already, you know. So, yeah. I go up to my brother, though. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go down here and twist this fool. He like, yeah. He like, yeah, bro, you better twist that nigga too. I'm like, yeah, you already know what time it is, man. Don't even worry about it. So, you know, the homie Money B, he coming to sell with me. You know, it's gonna be, you know, because there's a few of these cats over here. You know, they deep over here or whatever. You know, but ain't nobody finna jump nobody. You know, because they already, you know, they already know. You know, for one, Brody been on the pod with y'all. He been putting it down through here. I've been putting it down through here. You know, but I'm just making it to the A flow. So this is the beginning, you know, of my demonstration on the A flow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so yeah, they get dude to come in the bathroom. I go in the bathroom first. I got my back on the wall. You know what I'm saying? So his homies get him in there. He shook. I can, man, as soon as he locked eyes with me in that small cell, that 10 by 4 or 11 by 5, whatever we in, it's mano y mano. You know what I'm saying? You can't go nowhere. Your homies got the door blocked off. You can't go nowhere. So it's just me and you. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna show you that you really ain't what you think that you about. You know what I'm saying? So I put on some little medical gloves, you know what I'm saying? Some little, you know what I mean? The gloves with the little powder on them or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I put the latex gloves on, boom, he step up in there. I got my foot on the back on the wall. So as soon as he crossed the threshold, boom, I hit him. Bam, bam. And when I hit him with that right, he went down. I ain't gonna put my feet on you, and your homies all in here, so I'm gonna just back up off of you. His homies looking at him in disgust. His homies looking at him in disgust. I hit him once, maybe twice. Bam, bam. He went down. You know what I'm saying? His homies like, oh no, cuz get up, cuz get your ass up. So he got up again. I hit him again. I faked him with the left, hit him with the right. Bam! Dropped him again. Man, bro, he got up about 2 more times. Every time he got up, I socked him once, he went down. Bro, folded like a lawn chair, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Folded like a lawn chair. He did not want no problems. But I knew this already. You know what I'm saying? But he was trying to convince these dudes that he was neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But like I told them, I'm like, bro, the dude never said he was from nothing the whole time that I've been around this dude. I've been around him at least 6 months on the 4th floor. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I kicked his behind, man. Put him on him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing too bad. But you know, that just go to show, man. You know, you can't be around here. Hey, listen, man, Oklahoma County, it got everything that you think that you about and that you think that you want. They got a big plate of it for you. You dig what I'm saying? But you know, I'm a real young soldier, man, and I consider myself to be a soldier, and I carry myself as such, you know, and I ain't going for anything, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going for nothing. You dig what I'm saying? But I ain't going for anything, and that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I punished him, you know, put it on him, you know, and after that, he came to me on some humble stuff, you know, like, bro, I apologize, Red Dog, man. I don't want no problems with you. I'm like, bro, man, I don't even want to talk to you, bro, because all of this right here could have been avoided if you could have just been who you really trying to be right now, which is who you really are. You know what I'm saying? You're not no gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? He was saying his name was Baby Stutter. But see, what they failed to realize is I know Big Stutter, you know what I'm saying, from 6-0. Nigga, I used to mess with Big Stutter at the green carpet back in the day, and we was getting it on. I'm talking about really getting it on, man. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I know you ain't even of that caliber. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine me living around you 6 months and not knowing that you a crip. You know what I'm saying? In the county jail, Oklahoma County Jail. It's not possible if that's what you really are. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'm not no super blood or none of that, but when I go to a different pod that I ain't been living on, they gonna know who I am and what I represent and where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna introduce myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just how I get out. I'm not gonna be around no group of men and them not know who I am. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna know who I am. I'm gonna know who you are if you are about something. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, because prison, man, it ain't nothing but one big old building, county jail, prison, all that stuff is one big old building with a bunch of male egos and testosterone mixed inside. You know what I'm saying? You got people from all different kinds of walks of life, from all different kinds of sets, organizations, and religions. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a masculine show, and before I sit back and let somebody put the foot on my neck and push me down, man, I'm gonna rise to the occasion like the king that I was designed to be, and I'm gonna stand firm on the principles and morals that I believe in, and we're gonna push forward, you know what I'm saying, with full force, but one thing I was always taught by the older homies, man, was to play defense, man, wait for the interception. You know what I'm saying? I play defense, man. I'm not that dude that, just think he the toughest, roughest, baddest mother sucker on the planet. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just a real dude, man, real individual, man, and I'm just one of them ones, that, I'm gonna stay down for my crown. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man. He learned a lesson on that one, man. Because after I put hands on him, you know what I mean, his people, they called him to the cell or whatever for the meeting or whatever, and beat him out. You know what I'm saying? Dude had a couple black eyes, for about 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. And the funny part is, me and this same cat, we end up transferring to the same yard. You know what I'm saying? So just later down the line, I don't remember how many months it was or whatever, you know, we end up going to the same yard, and I could have pressed him, if I was, felt some kind of way or whatever, you know what I mean? Just how he was trying to act, you know what I'm saying, when he knew the business, you know what I'm saying? He knew what I was saying was right. He had never said nothing about crip, nothing. You dig what I'm saying? The whole 6 months I've been around you, now we get up here and you around some, what it was they tricked him. You know what I'm saying? Now, a common thing for dudes to do on the pod, you know what I'm saying, is to, act like they from a different gang when they see you coming through the Sally port. If they think you're a blood, they might be like, "What's up, blood?" Woo, woo, just to get you to, if you've been hiding the fact that you a blood, just to get you to, react to them saying what they saying, and you go to, yeah, what's up? Woo, woo, I'm woo, woo, woo. And then, before you know it, they invite you to the cell to smoke a cigarette with what you think is your homeboys, and this is niggas from, neighborhood or whatever gang that could be tripping, you know what I'm saying? So it's tricky, man, you know what I mean? So and furthermore, he could have started some bull. It could have been that fade could have turned into, all out war. Because when I could have done him all the way bad. You know what I mean? I could have put feet on him and everything. And if I would have did that, one of his guys might have felt some kind of way about that and would have tried to, bomb off on me. And now one of my homeboys got a bomb off on him, and then there we go. Everybody just getting a on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it could have turned bad, but like I say, man, I was real blessed, my whole time being locked up. Anytime I was ever locked up, my reputation precedes itself, but before I had a reputation, my state was always, you know, is decent as it could get, you know what I'm saying? Being locked up ain't nothing cool about it. Ain't nothing. I'm not glorifying it or none of that. But I'm just. This is a testimony, man. This is me letting the people know the stories and the walk of life that I've been through and everything that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it could have got real ugly, but fortunately for me, I'm known to slang them things, and yeah, dude got what he deserved because he was a buster anyway. He wasn't no damn crip. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard you say nothing no damn well about no damn crip. You was hanging with the Mexicans, kicking hacky sack with them. You know what I'm saying? A part of the weirdo crew. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, man. So that's how that story goes. As you can see the shirt, rest in heaven, Reggie Lee, you know what I'm saying? That's the big homie, something like a dad to me, you know what I'm saying? Stepfather of mine, you know what I mean? Who just happened to be the big homie from the hood, you know what I mean? And yeah, taught me everything I know. Is where I get my name from. But that's another story for a later date. You dig what I'm saying? I ask everybody, man, to go like, subscribe, share, you know what I'm saying? And tap in, man. And stay tuned for more episodes, man, because we're going to keep it raw. We're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it authentic. You know what I'm saying? No fake in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and we're going to keep the whoop in it, always. And yeah, man, that's it for today. And until next time, man, peace. Y'all be cool, man. 100. R2 the motherfucking dog.